I'm your host, Sheri, and today we are sitting Bob. Hello everyone, and welcome back to This Is Real Life. I'm your host, Sheri, and today we are sitting on my family room floor in preparation for another DIY Wednesday. What are we making today? Well, I'll tell you. We are going to make a ring light. I know, what use do you have for a ring light? Well, we're gonna change this up a little bit. There's 80,000 million trillion DIY how to do a ring light on the YouTube. I wanted a ring light, and so I was lucky enough for my birthday to get all of the supplies to make my own ring light. But then I was thinking, who really needs to use a ring light? Like, how many selfies, videos does the average person make of themselves? Probably not a lot. So what I decided was we were gonna turn this amazing ring light into an amazing ring light makeup mirror. I don't know about you, but the lighting in my bathroom sucks. So I thought, what better way to put my makeup on, see the crap that's in my face. So we are going to take the standard DIY ring light and we're gonna kick it up a notch. I'm super excited about it. I hope it works. Okay, so for my birthday, I got the supplies. LED strip mood light kit. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos that use those rope lights, and I'm kind of glad I got these instead of the rope lights. I just felt like the finished product of the videos I watched, at least, they looked extra super homemade, which I guess is fine for something that you are just gonna bring out if you're taking a selfie or you're making a video of yourself and you just want really good lighting. But for the purpose that I wanna do this ring light for, I wanna have this out in my bathroom all the time. I don't want to have people walk into the bathroom and be like, that looks fucking janky. Did your across the street kindergarten neighbor make that for you and you feel bad and so now you have it hanging? I think we can kick it up a notch is all I'm saying. I've kind of worked it out in my brain to where it's gonna look a little bit more professional when all is said and done. What supplies do I have? I have the Wreath. The wreath that started it all. They're just wire wreaths. I've seen them all, they're in green. I went out to my garage and I just spray painted it silver because the wire does show. I didn't want dark green wire, so I painted mine a lovely silver. You can paint yours gold, you can paint yours white, but I picked silver because I want to do an edge around it and an edge on the inside of it to give it kind of a little lip, and I picked this silver aluminum flashing that in my mind is totally gonna work for what I want it to do, but as you know about my DIYs, not everything in my mind works out in real life. Next, we have 16.4 feet LED strip mood light kit. They look pretty cool. They just come on this little roll thing. The neat thing about these, which was way different than the rope light, is there's a remote control. I thought that was pretty cool. But I was reading up on these and then I got a little nervous. Lighted lamp is hot. To reduce the risk of fire or injury, use indoors only. Risk of electric shock. Hot surface. Keep away from curtains and other combustible materials. Yeah, mind you, I have foam board here. These are sticky back. You peel off the backing and it will stick down. In a lot of the DIY ring light videos that I've watched, they use zip ties to attach to the rope lights mainly, and that makes it look super janky. So I'm not using these. My plan was I was gonna sticky back it to this foam board. So then I read on, keep lamp away from materials that will burn. Foam board, burn. Then I was like, well, crap, there goes my whole plan. So what a lot of people do on these, where the gaps are, they zip tie the rope lights around and around and around and around. Since these are sticky back, I was like, oh, well, can I just stick them to these little wires? No. The rope light is the exact width of the gap that's in the frame. So my plan was cut the foam board, put it in here, you'll see what I'm talking about because I'm still gonna do it, so that the stickiness has something to adhere to and it's in between the 3 wire gaps. But then I was like, ooh, paper, combustible, fire, I'm putting on my makeup and then my whole bathroom goes up in flames. No one wants that. So in my kit was also some aluminum foil. What everybody also does, they cut out a foam circle and they attach the wire frame to the foam circle, but before they do that, they cover the entire foam circle in aluminum foil. And that, plus the zip ties, makes the DIY ring light look super janky, because no one takes the time to like smooth the aluminum foil, so it just looks like crumpled aluminum foil mess from behind this wire frame. So I'm not doing that. However, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to wrap each of the little slivers of foam board in a nice piece of aluminum foil, so that then I can adhere the lights to the aluminum foil wrapped foam core. And I think that it's gonna work, but it also might look super janky. But I don't think it will. So our first step is I want to measure the distance between the two wires. It's a little under 1/4 of an inch. I do want to do a circle backing. So I want to make sure that I don't cut into the area. I'm going to use every other piece of foam board minus this circle strip. When we put it up against our mirror that we already have hanging on our bathroom wall, I don't want the reflection of what the rigging is. I don't want everybody to see the magic behind the curtain. So I want to cover the back with this situation. It looks like I need 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10 sections. So I need 30 strips that are, we're gonna call it 6 inches long. And we want it to be a snug fit because I don't want it popping out. I'm gonna do 1 strip and then use that as a template. So I have my blade. I brought out 2 just in case. And yes, I'm doing it right on my tile floor. I know it didn't go all the way through. I'm gonna flip it, and we're just gonna trim it from this side. Perfect. Yay, strip number 1. So what I wanna do is I wanna try to pop it in and make sure I'm not too thick. Oh, that's good. So I know I can use this piece as my template. So I'm just gonna line this up, draw lines. After I have them all cut, then I'm gonna cut them into 6-inch strips. I've made a bunch of lines. I'm gonna cut out 14 right now and see how many pieces I can get 6-inch strip-wise out of this, and then probably have to use some of my middle cutout for the remainder of the strips. Now I'm just gonna cut all these out. Now that I have all my strips cut, and I was not being very precise, I'm not gonna lie. I felt like I didn't need to be because I'm gonna shove them in between these cracks. So what I wanna do is I wanna shove 1 in and then see how long I need to make each piece. And it looks like the outer edge ones might be a little longer than the middle ones, might be a little longer than this shorty pie. Right there. So I'm gonna do 10 at this length right here that fits in the outer edge. Perfect. You see what I'm going for now. I'm just trying to build up a base in this wire frame so that I have something to adhere my light strip to. So I'm gonna cut out 10 this length, and then we'll measure the middle, and then we'll do the same thing, and we'll just do it. This will be easy because I'm just gonna get my scissors and I'm gonna just snip it right off at the length. Boom. Perfect. That is the outer edge. Now let's measure the middle edge, the middle section. Shove this in here. It needs to be cut right here. And use this as our template for our middle section. 10 of those. 2, 10. Middle section. Keeping those in a separate pile. Inner circle time. Shove this in and use this 10 times. Now that we know we have all of our strips to make our good backing for the frame, what I want to do is, because this to me is flammable as fuck, so I don't want to put my lights onto this. So I'm going to protect each one of these strips with a piece of aluminum foil. You might be asking yourself, well, why don't you just put those strips in and then cover the whole frame in aluminum foil? Well, when I was watching the DIYs, like I mentioned, the wreath frame is circular and kind of bumpy. No one I saw was able to get the aluminum foil really, really smooth. While it will take longer, I just think it's gonna look better. So yeah, oh my gosh, what is going on with this aluminum foil? It's like glued. Jiminy Christmas. Definitely gotta be from the Dollar Tree. Not that that's bad, it's just, seriously, how am I supposed to use it? Oh, jeez Louise. Seriously, I don't think aluminum foil, people, you have to glue the aluminum foil down in 80 million spots. Oh my God, see, it's still glued. Jeez Louise. This is insane. I've never had such an issue with undoing aluminum foil before. Oh, still stuck. Aha, finally. All right, so my plan is I'm gonna wrap it and then I'm going to cut this. Cut my ends. There we have that. I wanna shove it in my frame just to double make sure my plan in my head works. Aha. Okay, yay. Check it out. I just need to do that 30 more times. All right, let's get to work. Okay, so we have outer ring number 1 done. If you cut your little foams a little bit too thick, just undo them and just trim them with scissors. That's all I did. And then you just kind of shove them in, work them in between each of the little holes. So that was fairly easy to do. And I think the result, while a little bit more tedious, does look nicer. So yeah, now I just need to do my middle one and my inside ring, and then we'll have a good base to adhere our strip lights to. The good thing about the foam, I start with one edge here and then I just start shoving and shoving, and then the foam you can kind of bend as you're shoving it so it fits in quite nicely. You want it nice and snug. And just make sure the super shiny side is on the outside. I fold it over and then I roll it. 1, flatten it. 2, flatten it, and roll it. 3, cut underneath it so I don't have a bunch of aluminum foil like sticking out. Squeeze the ends like a piece of candy, and then I just cut and cut. And 9 more times on this. Okay, so I have all of my inner circle pieces wrapped in my aluminum foil, and now I'm just going to shove those in. I like to hold it right up close to my face as I'm doing it. I just find it easier, but I'll try to show you guys here. What I do is going from the back side, I just line up the edge and I just kind of like shove and manipulate until it wedges itself in between the wires. So you just kind of shove it, manipulate it, curve it, shove it, manipulate it, curve it. That's what you do. So yeah, it takes a little bit of doing, especially since we already have our outer edge in there, because as you're pressing and moving in your inner edge, you don't want your outer edge to pop out. But other than that, it's not that hard. We're going to give these extra added support from the backside when we have them all in. But for now, we want to just place them in and then we'll add support to them when we have all 3 sections in. 2 rows done. Now I just have 7 more of the middle section to put in and then the inner section, and then we will be done. Okay, yeah, that was fast. Now we have all 3 sections done, and I want to just secure them from the back. I'm gonna flip it over. I want to put a bead of glue at each one of the little cross beams, like down, 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 down. I might also take a little bit of tape as well. I don't know. We'll do the bead of glue first, and we'll see if that holds it. I think it will. I mean, people use hot glue for everything. So I'm gonna do the cross beams first and then flip it back over, make sure everything's laying smooth. I went and hot glued all the little cross beams, and now I'm running hot glue along each one of the 2 seams in the middle. I'm flipping it over. I'm making sure I like the way the front is, adjusting it if needed, and then I'm just squirting the shit out of it with hot glue. Like a lot of hot glue. Don't forget, we don't give a shit what it looks like from the backside because we are gonna cover that up, but I'm trying to hot glue so fast that I'm not giving my glue sticks enough time to melt in my hot glue gun because I'm just like, come on! But from the front, look, I mean, that's pretty legit. So, yay, my plan in my head is working out. I mean, so far. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think it's working. So I'm just gonna keep hot gluing. Now that we have everything super secure and we have a big silver ring, it is time to adhere our lights. This is the light strip, and it has this little power cord that plugs in to there, and then this little nubbin end plugs into the power source. So this is gonna go into your wall, this goes into here, and then voila, you have light. But I don't want all of this hardware on the outside, so I wanna take my X-Acto and cut a notch into my aluminum foil piece. So this is all behind the frame, and then the light strip comes popping out from a magic spot. I'm gonna cut close to one of these crossbars and then stick this piece underneath, and then you get my gist. So I'm gonna cut a notch out from here, and I'm not gonna get rid of this because I wanna like re-hide the hole I'm making. So I'm gonna cut it out, but then I'm gonna put it back in. Yeah. Okay, voila. There's our piece that was right there. Now I am going to take this little thing right here, and I'm gonna put it behind. All my electrical powery stuff is behind, flat along the back side. I'm just gonna hold it with some tape right now while we're working so it doesn't just flop all over the damn place. Just like that. There is this like sticky back stuff, peels right off of the lights. As we go along, we're gonna peel and stick to our silver part. Peel and stick. So I do want to press down. I want to make sure it is secure. Peeling away the paper as I work my way around the circle of tinfoil. And it seems to be working good. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going around the big outer circle, and then when I get back to where I started, I'm gonna jump up to my inner circle. I'm almost to the section where I started. Right now I am noticing that as I'm going along, I'm not pressing everything super firm down right now, but I can see some ripples, and I'm hoping that when I go back and press it all into place, I won't have those ripples. And as I was going around, I was thinking, you dum-dum, you didn't even test to see if these lights work. You went to all that trouble just now, and you have no clue if they actually turn on. So we should probably test that. It's kind of like when you decorate your Christmas tree or your house and you put all your Christmas lights up, and then you go to plug them in and there's one whole strand that doesn't work, and then you have to do it all over. That's what I just envisioned right now. I mean, I did just pull them out of the box, but who knows. Oh, they do work. Yay. Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh, wow. Holy crap. That's pretty bright. Here's the funny thing too. Apparently there's like some disco effects we can do. It probably needs batteries. So you don't just have to have a bright ring light. You can do like disco, rainbow, red. But I don't think that that will help you in your makeup application, but it's an option with this light kit. Now that I know that they work, I'm gonna work my way around and around and around and around until I'm done. Okay, so yeah, I shoved back in my little silver square so you can't even see where I cut and slipped the mechanism, I guess, behind. And now I'm gonna try to jump up to the next ring section. I don't know how this is gonna work. It's making kind of a gap. I'm trying to manipulate it. You shouldn't go over the top of the rope light. All right, let's just continue on. Now I'm on the middle circle, centered and as straight as possible in between my two wires. And again, I'm not pressing super firm. This is pretty sticky. I'm gonna go back over when I'm all done and press everything firm in place. Now I'm coming back where I'm gonna jig-jag up again. You just kind of try to make that look as smooth as possible. And now I'm in the very inner circle. I'm just gonna go around this inner circle now. Okay, so I am back around again at my beginning point, and I have a little bit extra. I don't think these are cuttable. Like, I don't think I can cut this strip. It'd be really cool if I could. Can you? Where are the directions? There's a Halloween setting. There's Club 1, Club 2, Lounge, Beach. That's cool. You can't cut them. We're just gonna take our extra and run it on the underside. I'm gonna cut another little gap here so that I can go underneath and not over the top of the wire. And I'm gonna take my end and I'm going to string it through that little hole I just made. Pull it through. That looks good there. So now I have it coming through the backside. I don't want the lights laying up against my hot glue and my tin foil this way. I'm gonna fold it back onto itself so that the light is facing up, and I'm going to electrical tape it on the inside here. It's on the back, but it's not hurting anything. That just doesn't look great right now, but again, don't worry, we're covering it all up. I'm just trying to make it as flat as possible. I think that's pretty good. We should probably make sure it still works. So let's flip her. That looks pretty good, actually. Yay! Dang! That looks good. I'm kind of excited about it. Look at my glow. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's not done yet. We need to go in and repress everything down so that we don't have any like wobbly gobblies, and then do a cool finishing touch. Try to press them as flat as possible. That's looking pretty cute, actually. Who knew we could make a ring light? I went around the entire thing, pressed everything down perfectly. I went and taped my power source to the back so it is good and secure. Remember our circle we made earlier? This is our back. I just need to cut this circle out. We're going to, you guessed it, hot glue it to the edge of this frame. You cut your foam board however you like. I'm gonna X-Acto it. Okay, yay. Now I gotta do the outer ring. My little foam core circle is cut, and I actually ended up cutting a notch that is as big as my little power plug thing. It just fits right like that. Next, I'm just gonna glue the edges and press it nice and flat. Cover up all of the backside nonsense so that no one sees the shit that we did behind the curtain. And then glue, glue, glue all the way around. And pressed down. Hard, hard, hard. Probably just gonna do the outer edge and then go on and do the inner edge. I'll tell you what. This is already looking 10,000 million bazillion times better than all of those DIY ring light videos that I watched. I'm just saying. I had a little bit of a freak out moment because Davis came down the stairs and I was like, oh, Davis, do you want to see? And I went to turn it on and it wasn't working. And apparently the plug has a right or a wrong way. So, whoosh, crisis averted. I was almost getting ready to cry. I don't have my whole backer glued on yet because I was in panic mode. But Davis went and grabbed the remote to see the different lights. So just turn it on like normal, clear. Okay.
Got it.
Normal, clear, ring light, makeup light. Like, seriously? Look how bright I am. That's good lighting.
That's
I mean,
lighting.
let's be real. Not that we'll ever use these modes, but maybe you want to have a party. What? What? Unst, 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 unst.
There are like different modes too.
Like orange. Ooh, put orange. The remote's pretty cool. That's pretty legit ring light, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
But look, that does pretty good as far as lighting is concerned. Bam, makeup, amazing.
It's very bright.
Very bright. I love it. I gotta finish gluing the backing on though, so I'll be right back. I have my entire backing glued on, and see, you can't even tell all the crap that's going on underneath. Not only did I cut a notch for my plug wire, but there's like a square piece that attaches into the actual rope light. I ended up cutting out a little notch for that just to make the backing lay flatter because that was creating a little bit of a bump. We could leave it like this. I mean, we really, really could. If you were just in the market for a ring light because you wanted to take really pretty selfies or do really good videos, most everybody that makes a ring light leaves it like this. But you know us, we're like full fucking out. And so this is not done. I got this aluminum flashing and it's actually very cheap. This whole roll I got at the Ace Hardware, just opened, so I'm super excited. I don't Oh, Jesus, I was not expecting that at all. Holy shit. Okay, so aluminum foil. Oh my god, seriously, that's when you know it's time to take a break on a project. But what I want to do is why I got this is I wanted to create a frame. So while I don't want it as thick as this, I think this is 6 inches, I wanted to cut it in half, so it was 3 inches. So I want to do like an inside border and then an outside border as well. That is the next and final step, this cute frame for our mirror. And since this is pretty thin, I think I can just cut it with my tin snips, like draw a line down and then cut it almost just like fabric. That's what we are going to do next, but not right this second next. I'm gonna make some dinner. Okay, it is a new day and my ring light still works. Bob is playing in a box over there because he was all up in my business. So I got a box and I put it over there. So you're just gonna hear cat in a box. It's better than cat all over my shit. I'll tell you that right now. So what is the plan now that we've determined our ring light still works and it looks amazing? I've forgotten how good it looked. So I was planning on cutting it directly in half. I mean, 2 inches would be nice. Maybe we should go 2 inches. Ooh, what if we went 2 inches on the inside and 3 inches on the outside? Well, you know what is gonna be our first thing? How easy is it to cut? Okay, last time I opened this and it just went boom, could have cut somebody's head off. So I'm gonna hold it as I take this off and then I'm gonna slowly, makes me nervous, slowly let it uncoil. Okay, there we go. So, it's uncoiling. It's going across my floor. First, let's test these cutters. I'm gonna make a mark at 3. Oh yeah, that cuts pretty easily. Okay, I'm just make a long ass cut. I wish I could just fold this in half, but I don't think that's possible. So I guess I'll be measuring 3, 3, 3, 3 all the way down. Okay, let's measure. I guess the pencil's working fine. It's working okay. The non-lazy part of me is like, get up and get something that will work better. And the lazy part of me is like, nah, it's fine. Okay, so we're all measured up and now we just need to cut these. It's not very sharp. I mean, I would still worry about cutting yourself, but it's not very sharp. I mean, I think if you went like whoosh, you might cut yourself, but just don't do that. It's so long. It's like all the way shooting into my kitchen at this point. Cuts like paper. Yeah, it's not bad at all. I want to try to cut like more long than like short, but it's kind of hard. But it's very easy. It's not hurting my hand at all to use these. I like these cutters. My goodness, what other metals can I cut? My cut looks really smooth, which I was nervous that it would kind of be jaggedy, but it's not at all. I gotta get the name of these cutters because I don't own them. They're on loan to me from the Ace Hardware, not sponsored. But this should be sponsored. I love these cutters. Just saying, whoever makes these cutters, I don't need to be sponsored, just hook me up with a pair of these cutters. Now what's the plan, you ask? Well, we're gonna see if we like it. So let's move this one. Even though it's so super smooth, I can tell that this is my cut edge. So I want that at the bottom. I might like 3 inches. Okay, let's turn this off. Let's get a better idea here. Hold on. Okay, see, now you can see it better. I don't look as beautiful. 3 inches is kind of cool. I kind of dig it. I might do 2 inches on the inside and 3 inches on the outside. I think that'll look pretty cool. So I am gonna have to cut again, but I won't have to cut as big of a strip. I only need to cut a little strip for the inside. Ooh, that's gonna look really good. I wanna measure what I need for the outside. Need a little overlap to, glue it together. And if I messed up this measurement, don't worry, I have a whole nother sheet. Perfect amundo. That looks good. Ooh, I like it. Okay, so I need to cut 1 inch off of this other strip. But it'll go faster because it's shorter. Okay, so seriously, look at how cool this is gonna look if I can get this frame around it like I planned. Let's work on the outside first. I am gonna use a combination of hot glue and this Fix-All adhesive that I got at the Dollar Tree. What I was planning on doing was running a bead of glue along this edge here and maybe like run a bead of the Fix-All and then a dot of hot glue and glue it down. A bead of the Fix-All and a dot of the hot glue and then glue it down. Okay, let's give this a shot. Let's see what fucking happens. I really just want to hot glue the whole damn thing. Do I really have to use the Fix-All? I just want to hot glue it. Let's just hot glue it. Screw this. We're hot gluing. We're hot gluing. I'm going to just do little bits at a time. I don't really know how this is going to work. Let's see. Okay. Take this. Let's just test it and see if it holds. Okay. Okay, it's holding. It's gonna take a while because you gotta do a little bit of hot glue and then hold until it dries, and then more hot glue and hold till it dries. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're doing. Some more hot glue and press. Hot glue is dripping down onto my light. Okay, so clearly this is gonna be a process. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing this, but it seems to be working. Oh yeah, it's on there. Okay, hot glue it is. So we're gonna hot glue. Okay, so I think I just had a brilliant idea. We're gonna name this, trademark, patent pending. We're gonna name this the glue and roll. I'm gonna put a bead of glue along the edge here and then roll and press. I think that is going to be money. So let's try it. Not too much. And then we're gonna roll, make sure our edges are all lined up, and press and hold. I think this is gonna work and be easier on my hands. And then we'll go slide it on over, run another little bead, roll, and press. Yes, this is working. The outer ring is pretty much done. The glue and roll method worked wonderfully. Now I am at the point where I'm back to the beginning and I have my plug area. So I kind of do want to cut a little bit of a notch, and then I'm going to glue these two pieces together. So I don't even know why I need to cut a notch, but I'm going to do it anyways, just in case. You just never know. So that looks good. Now I need to just finish gluing up here, and then I'm going to come across and glue that down, and then I'm going to glue that seam closed there. There, hold that down there. Get prepared with another glue stick while I wait. One-handed. Close this seam here. Close that up. My plug is free to do whatever it wants. That's good. Yay. Okay. Notch cut out. That is glued there. That's glued there. Now I just need to glue in that seam and the outer ring will be done. I'm going to kind of peel it away from itself. Squirt some glue on this side and then close it. Yes. Hot glue, whoever invented it, props to you. Now we need to figure out how we're gonna glue the inner ring. I mean, I'm assuming it would be the same process, right? But I don't know if I can use the glue and roll method on the inner ring. Where's my, oh, here it is. So I wanna match up one of my seams because I'm just saying that this is the bottom. This right here is the bottom of my mirror. Dang. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Okay, seriously, let me get an eye on it here. So if I glue, this is my in, let's hold it how we need to hold it. I need to come around. Let's just get it started so I can figure out what the hell I'm doing. I think I can still do the glue and roll method. Instead of gluing to the metal, I'm gonna glue to the frame and then roll that away. I think that'll work. Oh, if I had 4 hands, this would be great. So I'm at the end of my inner circle, and I just need to, technically, I mean, I don't even need to glue it shut because it's holding pretty good. I will put a little bead of glue right there just to ensure. Okay, I kind of want to turn them on and make sure that they work. Okay, let's make sure this works. Oh, yes. Oh my God, that looks so... Okay, that looks really, really, really good. We're pretty much done. The only thing, oh, I burnt my finger on hot glue. The only thing that I want to do is, because this is going up against a mirror, we've got some sharpish kind of edges. I want to just do like a hot glue bead so it acts as like a cushion between this and our actual mirror that we're going to hang it in front of. I'm just going to do a little bead of glue right here, just getting it right on the edge. Good thing no one's gonna see the back. I mean, even the back looks good. Come on, really? If we wanted to be super extra, you could cut out like a ring of felt and glue felt to the back. I don't have felt, so I'm doing this. I think the hot glue ring will be just fine. And now that is done. The last step before we actually like clean it up, because I do have a ton of fingerprints on this aluminum, we need a way to hang it. I found some black grosgrain ribbon. You can pick whatever color you want. I didn't buy this. I just ran back to the room and I was like, well, what's the quickest, easiest thing to grab? And I think the black goes nice, so that's what I'm picking. So what I want to do is, look at how nice my feet. You can't even hear like the metal touching the tile. That's nice. I just went and measured my mirror. I figure I need it this long. I don't know. A little glue dot, boom, boom, done. So I'm just gonna cut this. Whoa, boom. That's a total guesstimate right there, that whoa, boom. And I'm just gonna glue it down. I mean, and if it's not in the right spot, then I'll just rip it up and re-glue it. So I'm just gonna put some glue here and right here. Press that down. Now, I really just need to clean it because it's filthy, and then we're gonna hang it, and then we're gonna see what it looks like. Okay, I have the ring light hung in the bathroom, and it looks pretty badass. Are you ready? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yes. That looks good. That is just not your ordinary ring light. It looks good from all angles. Everything is perfect. So what I want to do is I run the cord down and then like right there and then over. Not a big deal. I just didn't feel like getting it all set up right this second. I just figured this out. Because we put the aluminum flashing as a frame, I can now just set my flash camera right on the edge of the mirror. So I'm in the bathroom. I just have the regular bathroom lights on, and I'm getting ready to do my makeup. Oh, but this lighting is so horrible. It's yellow. It just does not make me look good at all. Well, thankfully, I have a DIY ring light that comes with a remote control, because when I'm ready to do my makeup, or maybe, you know, zoom in on some zits that need popping or eyebrows that need tweezing, I mean, I don't know if you can tell how good everything just got, but it just got real good. I'm staring at myself in the mirror now, and I look amazing. It doesn't do it justice on the camera, but in real life, it looks really good. Like, I never want to step out of this lighting ever. And the fact that we put this frame on it just like steps it up a notch. Like, seriously, go look at some ring light DIYs and then you will be like, oh yeah, those don't look that awesome. But then when you look at this looks really good. And I just hung it, you know, with that ribbon so I could take it down and put it wherever I want. I would oh, I just changed it. Let's turn it off. Okay, now it's off. Anyways, point of the story is I think this shit looks good. I would put maybe some sort of felt or something on the back of the mirror, because when it is hanging against the mirror, while you can't see it completely, you can see a little bit of the backing of the mirror through the mirror. if that makes any sense, because this is real life and I'm not keeping anything from you. Okay, so this is the mirror. So see how I can see, like that's the back of this. So I can see that it's white foam core and a bead of hot glue. So if I just put some black felt on the back of this, that would take care of that. No problem. But other than that, I think this is super awesome. I was like leery about making a DIY ring light because I think that there are just a million ring light DIY videos out there. While the process is pretty much the same for all of them, you get a wreath, you adhere some lights, hopefully not rope lights. These fancy lights worked nice. They have the adhesive back, made it really, really easy to apply. And then doing this frame really kicked it up a notch. You know, we always do amazing DIYs, and it's like, why am I so surprised? Like looking at another DIY that we did that it turned out amazing. Why do I keep staring at it? It should be no surprise. Everything we do is money because we're perfect. And this is just another example of that. But again, I still can't stop looking at it. It looks really good. So yeah, try to make one yourself. It's pretty cool. I dig it. Okay, everybody, that is it for this DIY Wednesday ring light makeup mirror. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Be sure to ring that notification bell because if you do, you will be notified of all of the DIY Wednesday videos that I push out, which is every other Wednesday at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Be sure to share this video with your family and friends, and as always, thanks for hanging out. Ba-bam. Oh, damn. Shit just got pretty. I was gonna put on makeup, but now that I see myself in this ring light mirror, I don't think I need to.